Summer in Charleston always brought back memories for Emily Carter, the salty sea breeze, the crash of waves, and the golden sunlight streaming through the colonial houses of the old city. But this year was different. Emily came back not for vacation, but to attend her grandmother's funeral and take care of the family's inherited house. What she didn't expect was to cross paths again with someone from her past, Noah McAllister, her first love, the one who broke her heart 7 years ago. The house was filled with memories, and every corner reminded Emily of Noah. They had grown up together, first as best friends, and eventually as lovers, deeply in love, almost obsessively. But after high school, Noah chose to study in California, and a week before leaving, he broke up with Emily, through a letter. No explanation, no goodbye, no chance for closure. They met again at Noah's family bookstore. Emily was searching for an old copy of To Kill a Mockingbird, when that voice, deep, calm, cut through time like a bullet. "You still love To Kill a Mockingbird, huh?" the voice asked. Emily looked up, her heart clenched tight. "Noah," she whispered. He gave a stiff smile. "Hey, Em." There was a long pause. Emotions, resentment, and longing hung heavy in the air. Emily wanted to hug him. Or slap him. Maybe both. "I didn't expect you to still be here," Noah finally said. "And I didn't expect you to have the guts to show your face," Emily replied sharply. He sighed. "I deserve that. Look, I can explain." Explain. After 7 years in a stupid letter. Forget it. But a small town doesn't leave much room to hide. They kept running into each other. At the market, the church, even at Emily's grandmother's funeral. Gradually, their conversations stopped being so short and so tense. One night, after cheap bourbon at the same old bar where they had their first kiss, Emily asked the question that had haunted her for years. "I need to know why. Not because I want us to get back together. But because I need closure." Noah looked at her for a long time. "Back then, my mom was diagnosed with late-stage cancer. I didn't know how to tell you. I was scared of losing you, scared of being a burden. So I left. Stupidly, I thought it was the best thing for both of us." Emily said nothing, her eyes welling up. "You didn't even give me a chance to choose." "I know. And I've regretted it every single day." The nights that followed were filled with conversation, about the past, the pain that never healed, and the dreams they never lived. But reality struck again. Noah was going back to California next week. He had a life there, a business, and a fiancé he hadn't told Emily about. "Yes, a fiancé. I can't lie, Em. I still love you. But I also have responsibilities back there." Emily stared at him, fighting tears. "You always run away when our love is tested. Maybe we were only meant to almost be something." On Noah's last day in Charleston, they met at the old dock where they used to spend time. "If you tell me right now that you'll stay, I'll risk everything," Emily said, voice trembling. Noah closed his eyes, pained. "I want to, Em. But I can't." He kissed her forehead, slowly, before walking away. 3 years later, Emily opened a small coffee shop called Almost Something. On the wall hung a letter, handwritten, ink slightly faded. "If I had the courage back then, maybe we could have been everything. But you will always be home to me, N." And every morning, as the smell of coffee filled the room and the sunlight crept in through the windows, Emily knew, some love doesn't need to be held to last forever.